when a guitar player picks up a guitar for the first time and tries to play something, most people will probably show them the Smoke on the Water riff. It's probably the most famous riff of all time, or at least in the top 10. Would you agree? I would. However, I will be honest, I've never liked the song. I feel like the riff is... Look, the riff's amazing. Because it's been played so much, you can kind of go off it. You know, like Sweet Child of Mine and Stairway to Heaven, people... It's this thing where you play it in a guitar store, they go, stop, you know. But ultimately, the reason it's so famous is because it's such a great riff. And I take nothing away from Smoke on the Water riff. It's exceptional. So simple, but so effective. But whenever I've tried listening to the song, I've just not been a massive fan of it for some reason. And one of our subscribers by the name of Daniel, he has actually requested some Deep Purple in the past. And I told him I'm not a massive fan of Smoke. And he said, fair enough. But today, he sent a kind donation and a request. So thank you very much, Daniel. And he said, Joe, I know you said you weren't that bothered, but it's time to react to this. Smoke on the Water with Queen, Paul Rodgers from Free, Bruce Dickinson from Iron Maiden, Bryan Adams, Ian Gillan, obviously, from Deep Purple, the guitarist David Gilmour, Richie Blackmore, Tony Iommi, Alex Lifeson from Rush, Brian May from Queen. The bass is Chris Squire from Yes. And on keyboards, we've got Jeff Downs, Keith Emerson from Lake and Palmer. Damn, there's some serious musicians covering this track. Am I going to like it because these are playing on it? I don't know. I'm going to be brutally honest about it. Again, I'm not massive on the song. These could bring it to life. I don't know. There's only one way to find out. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, hit that like button if you enjoy what you see. And let's get into this. Here he is, Gilmour. This is cool, this. Yeah, typical, the drummer always going sick in the background whenever you're trying to rehearse.
Smoke on the water, whoops. Smoke on the water. I think the vocals really are into the song.
I will.
He's got an insane voice, Ian. I think I know one reason I'm not a massive fan of this song, and I think it's the placement of the instruments. I'm not massive on the hectic organ, that church organ, ring, ring, like it's so heavy in the ears. I'm not Deep Purple, never will be, never gonna be as good as them. I ain't claiming to be. It's only personal preference, guys. I know they're way better than me, but we've all got an opinion, right? It feels so like, how dare I try and suggest how the song should be, but I've got to give you my opinion. I think it would have been a good idea to strip the guitar and the organ in the verse. Just have the bass, boom, 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 and the kick drum. Pull it out. Pull the guitar and the keys from it. And then in the chorus, maybe then bring the guitar in. And as for the organ, church organ, that needs eradicating from this track. I've got to say it. Humour me. Actually think about it. What would that sound like?
So
Now, just the bass.
have to find another place. Switch time was running out. It seemed we would lose the race. Smoke on the water and fire in the sky. Smoke on the water. We ended up at the Grand Hotel. It was empty, cold in there. But when a rolling truck stones thing just outside, making our music there. With a few red lights, a few old beds, we made a place to sweat. No matter what, we get out of this. I know we live.
That organ's too much. It's way too much. I mean, it's just like overpowering everything. Where's the placement? Like, it's everyone's competing for top place. That's what it feels like. I think it's just the instruments that I'm not. The song's not great. The riff's good. I think it's the instruments. I don't like the organ. Humour me for a second. So let's say it's. Then it goes into. Like, I think if it goes into the verse, it would have been nice where it's just a bass. You know? Something like that. Whilst he sings. And maybe the keyboard, get rid of the church organ sound, add a add a synthesizer instead, like a not a synth pad, so it's like you know, just a monotonous sound going on, just to create an ambience. And then when it goes into smoke on the water, whatever they're doing there, smoke on the water, bring everything in. Something like that. I mean, there's my 5 pence. I think the song would be better. That church organ overpowering the singing, so I don't know who to listen to. Like, you're not giving me... I want it to be so simple that I know what's at the forefront of the song. What am I trying to listen to now? Okay. Then when it's going to be a guitar solo, okay, remove the vocals, bring it in. And the same with the organ. If you do want to bring an organ solo in, go for it. But when you're doing a solo over my singing, that's too chaotic for me. And I'm not, you know, I've just got to be honest, guys. I'm here to be honest about my reaction. I'm not about that life trying to lie for views or whatnot. But, like, a good example, I've reacted to Lion Eyes by the Eagles. And I talk on that, how, if you watch that video, and the placement of everything is so well put together, the Eagles. I know it's a bit different genre if you're into Deep Purple and whatnot, but I go into why I think the placement's so... It means so much for a track, for placement, where to do it, when to drop out. Everyone's just fighting on that track. That's my honest opinion. If you guys have enjoyed this video... And appreciate an opinion nowadays, because not a lot of people are having them on YouTube. They're all just doing what they have to be told. Let's be honest, they are industry plants left, right and centre. If you like an honest opinion, like I do, and by the way, let me know in the comments. You might disagree, and you might say, Joe, I disagree. Tell me why. I appreciate it. I respect it. No hate comments. We've all got an opinion at the end of the day. Let's just respect each other. Hit the subscribe button if you're into that kind of thing. I've got plenty more where this came from, plenty more songs. Daniel, thank you very much for your kind donation. Hopefully you've enjoyed this and you respect it. I know you love the song. Fair play, mate. Fair play. You know what I mean? I respect it. Anyway, hit the like button, subscribe, and if you want to request a song of your choice, ladies and gentlemen, you know what to do. Until next time. In fact, you might actually not know what to do. Go in the description below. All you need to know is there. Peace.
Blue, Raygo blue, Raygo blue, yeah, Raygo blue.
Welcome to my Patreon. I thought today we'd react to let's do some exclusive stuff, you know what I mean, for you little legends only. I want you guys to tell me if this song sucks. If it does, it's gone forever.
Joe's seen something he likes. Call it the old
like
squatting up bosh.